don't get comfortable, okay? People do the biggest mistake when they get too comfortable. Okay, you mess up when you get too comfortable, because if you get comfortable in your relationship, you cheat, bruh. If you get comfortable in your work, you get tired and bored and you don't want to go back to that work. You need to be on your toes. You need to be switching up. Are you doing right now something that's going to benefit the future you want for yourself? Life is not easy. Life is not easy. Working is not easy. A job is not easy. You really have to sit with yourself and talk to yourself and tell yourself, what do you want to be? What do you want to be doing? Some of y'all want to be your own boss. Some of y'all want to open your own business. And y'all can still do that and work at Publix for sure, 100%. What is the purpose of me working right now? Are y'all like, damn, I'm dead broke. I need to be working because I got bills to pay. Or are y'all just like, I'm dead broke. I don't really need to be working because I got a roof and food on the table, but I want side. Like, y'all got to sit down with the purpose of you working and what it is. Welcome back to another video, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about how not to get comfortable in your place of work. Like usual, most of my tips and advice can work for just about any company, but a little background knowledge on me if you don't know me yet or haven't checked out my channel. I do currently work at Publix. I'm currently a pharmacy tech, but I used to work in the customer service department. I've bagged, cashiered, customer service associate. I've done the bakery. I'm now in pharmacy. I've just, been around the company. So I'm here to share that knowledge with you guys to ensure your success in that company or any other company, because honestly, in general, once you start moving your way up and stuff, you realize that a lot of these companies are run kind of similar, but I do prefer obviously Publix because I think they do have your best interest at hand. I think they provide a lot for their associates, their employees, at least a little bit more than most other companies do. So it is definitely, a personal preference where you work though, and also like if they call you or not, which if, by the way, you are looking to get a job at Publix, make sure you check out some of my other videos because I've always had really, really good feedback on people getting hired after following some of the steps I've given. So like I said in the beginning of today's video, we're just gonna go ahead and get started on how to not get comfortable in your workplace. Oh, by the way, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Road to 2K, all right, guys? Help me out. I'm trying to help y'all out, and we'll be at 2K pretty soon. Now, the importance of not getting comfortable in your workplace is because a lot of times we have a vision for ourselves on where we want to be and the type of person we want to become. And when you get comfortable, and this goes just in anything, not even job related, if you get comfortable in your relationship, if you get comfortable doing your same routine, your same workout, stuff like that, you will never get better. And one of the most beautiful things of life, I feel like, is to always learn more and do different things. You don't want to be stuck somewhere because you're gonna get bored, you're gonna get tired of it, and you're gonna hate your job or hate your relationship or hate your school, whatever. So it is important to keep evolving, okay? That is very, very important. And the reason this, I guess, topic of conversation came up to me today is because I'm going to present you guys with an example, is because I have a coworker, and she is studying in the medicine fields, okay? She wants to go to med school, she wants to become a nurse or a physician assistant. I don't know, she wants to do something in the medical industry, which is awesome. She did her AA, she did her bachelor's, okay, which for those of you who don't know, I am in school, but I haven't achieved none of that yet, and I'm already in the pharmacy, and I'm getting my certification now and doing everything I possibly need to do to ensure my success in the pharmacy until I can get my degree and stuff. So that just shows you that you can move up in a company without having gone to college and stuff like that. So even though, yes, I am going, hypothetically, if I didn't go, I'd still obtain the same position. And I'm doing more than some of these people who have bachelors. And I mean, this one girl came the other day to the Publix pharmacy with a master's degree, okay? And she was asking to get a job as a pharmacy tech. And meanwhile, me and some of my other coworkers in the pharmacy, some of the other techs, were like, none of us have that and we're in here, So it doesn't like, it might make you more qualified, maybe like in an interview or something like that, but it's not like a deal breaker or anything. So I would just say to really just keep on your course and on your job, move up and stuff like that, because it's true what they say, you don't need college. It's good for you, but you don't need it. Anyways, I'm not trying to discourage y'all. But going back to my story, okay, so this girl, she's studying medicine, whatever. She got her associates and her bachelor's, which Publix actually paid for her, because if you work in the company, they pay a percentage of your college. So she, you know, was looking at other jobs and stuff. Her long-term goal, I don't think is or was to stay at Publix. Okay, she's been in there for a minute now. I think she's been there for like 3 years or 4. No, she has to be there for 4 or 5 years, because I've been there for 3 years. So she's been in the company for quite a while. Obviously gave her enough time to finish her degree and stuff. And she's been looking at other jobs, you know, in the medicine field. And she currently gets paid, I believe, like $15 an hour. No, she gets paid, I think, like $16 an hour at Publix, which, you know, I think she started at like $9 back then. You know, nowadays they start you off at almost $11, but she, you know, 5 years ago they started you off at what, like $9, and she's worked her way up. I think she's making like $16 an hour, which makes sense because they usually give you like $1 a year. And you know, she's looked at other jobs, and for the most part, when you start somewhere in the medical field, you're not looking at a high position job. So you're not looking at good pay either. And I know this from experience, because I got myself into a medical office, and they started me off at 12, and the job itself wasn't anything like wow, you know? So obviously her coming off straight out of college, and in life you need connections, I feel like, in order to really like, I don't want to say succeed, but for an easy in, you need a connection. You don't get an easy in just because you have a degree, because there's hundreds and thousands of other people who have a degree also. So, you know, she has her degree, and she says she has no in into the medical field. So she started looking at little jobs, you know, in a medical office, stuff like that. What is the pay in a medical office? What is the pay in, you know, starting off position in a hospital? Is less than $15 an hour. You're looking at like $12 to like 15, you know, and 15 if you like know what you're doing. You're looking between 12, 13, 14. And that's the problem. She's getting right now paid $16 an hour at Publix, but Publix has a cap, okay? And if you don't know what that means there's a maximum that Publix can pay you. I think it's like $18 an hour that they can pay you as a customer service associate, which is what she is. So, you know, yes, right now, oh yeah, she's making 16. Okay, but 10 years from now, she's not getting $1 added every year. She's getting $1 added every year until she reaches that 18, and then that's it. The most you can make is 18 unless you switch your position. So that is, I guess, the purpose of this video, like the point that I wanted to tell you guys, and the same things that I've told her in the past also. If you know, get comfortable, oh, I'm making $16 an hour. I know right now that might look like a lot, but in the future it's not, especially like if you want kids and stuff like that. Now, this is based on the knowledge she's told me, and based on my personal situation also. Like, I don't want to be forever making $15 or $16 an hour or $14 an hour. I don't make 16. I make less, but I don't want to be, you know, settling for that kind of pay. I know the type of pay I want to achieve, the kind of lifestyle I want. Now, everyone's, you know, I guess motivation or future in their head looks different. If you are okay making $15 an hour and you're like, I want to live in a 1-bedroom home, nothing, you know, super fancy, I'll be fine if I work at Publix. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not trying to portray that that's good or bad. But personally, in my case and her case, we're looking to be making more money, because the future we want needs more money. Like, it's not like, you know, we can't get a 4-bedroom house with making $16 an hour and also have like 3 kids, you know, like it just doesn't work out like that. So I get where she was coming from, but I also understand, because she's like, dang, I'm getting paid $16 an hour, and then my pay is gonna go down to $12 an hour if I choose something in the medical field. But I told her, I'm like, girl, but that's temporary, because as soon as you start doing good in the medical fields with a degree and everything, and you could be making possibly 20-something, 30-something, 40-something dollars an hour, that compensates for the $4 or $5 that are gonna be taken out of your paycheck right now. You know, I've always made it a point across to people, don't get comfortable. I've seen so many baggers also get comfortable, and especially like at Publix. I love Publix, and I think it's a wonderful company. And I think, matter of fact, like, If you want to retire in the company, you know, I think it's awesome. I think if you're in the company for so many years, why not just move up to management? You know, I know there's people who stay in the company for life, but they just stay as a cashier. If you've been in Publix for 25 years, there's no reason why you couldn't move up to customer service or to be a team leader or a manager. There's just some people who don't want that, which is fine. But, you know, there's definitely ways to be super successful at Publix, and I think Publix is great. And I think, you know, you can make a six-figure income at Publix. But if that's not your goal, then don't get comfortable at Publix, because Publix provides you great benefits, stocks, the pay is good. I mean, they provide you with a lot of things for you to be like, I don't, you know, need anything else. But the thing is, 2-3 years down the line, you're like, damn, I'm not where I want to be. You know, you got accustomed to how Publix runs its stuff, and at the end of the day, you know, you might not feel super happy, which happens a lot to some of my coworkers. And a lot of times, you know, then that's what leads you to make drastic decisions. I remember like a few months ago, I think I spoke about it in a video, one of my coworkers quit and was just like, I'm just too comfortable and I quit and I'm over it and da-da. And I was like, that was not how to go about the situation. The way to go about the situation was to lower your availability, work once a week, still have access to, you know, your benefits, whatever, but and do whatever you need to do on the side. But just quitting like that is not it. So the stress of you not knowing what you want to do or where you want to be, it takes a toll on you. So you have to sit with yourself and speak to yourself, or draw it out, plan it out, use a journal. I do this stuff all the time. People is always like, oh, Patricia, you got your shit together. I do things. First of all, let me get this out of the way. What it looks like and what it is two different things, okay? I might look like something, it might be something else. Y'all don't know. Y'all not living with me. But I do find myself trying to do a lot of like organizational hacks and stuff to make life easier for me, because life is not easy. Life is not easy. Working is not easy. A job is not easy. You really have to sit with yourself and talk to yourself and tell yourself, what do you want to be? What do you want to be doing? Are you doing right now something that's going to benefit the future you want for yourself? So if I kept telling myself, I want to be a YouTuber, I want to be a YouTuber, I want to be a YouTuber, but I didn't do nothing on YouTube, then I'm doing nothing to become a YouTuber. So you really have to sit with yourself and be like, am I doing right now something that's going to benefit me in the future? What is the purpose of me working right now? Are y'all like, damn, I'm dead broke, I need to be working because I got bills to pay? Or are y'all just like, I'm dead broke, I don't really need to be working because I got a roof and food on the table, but I want side, like, y'all gotta sit down with the purpose of you working and what it is. Because there's some girls at my job, for example, who work full-time and they have no need to work full-time, and then they complain that they don't have time to do, you know, the things that they want to do for their future. But I'm like, lower your availability, sis. You know, I understand that people want to, you know, be loyal to the managers or whatever, because managers a lot of times do want you to work a lot of hours, but you need to do at the end of the day what's best for you. Because in a big company like that, they're gonna find other people. So do what's best for you. Do what's best for your future. It's very, very simple. So anyways, going back to my little story before I end this video, I kept telling her that she needs to do what's best for her future, and that even though you might lose a few dollars now, in the future, you're gonna, you know, be doubling, tripling what you're making, and it's gonna be in the field that she actually studied for. Because you know what it's like to go to school for 4 or 5 years and then end up somewhere where you really didn't need to go to college, where you really didn't need that degree you got. So I understand her frustration. She's like, damn, like I can't find a job in the medical field. I studied for this, I paid for this, and da-da-da, and she's still at Publix. And I'm not, and like I said, I'm not saying Publix is bad, but it's not where she wants to be. So she was, you know, evaluating different jobs, whatever, applying. No one was really calling, or if they called, the pay was bad. And finally, she made a decision today, which I was very, very proud to hear. I didn't talk to her about it after work because I didn't have time and I just left. And I don't know if she really watches my videos or if she's gonna watch this video or any of that. But I do wanna say that I'm very, very proud of her for the words I heard her say, because she actually had come up to the pharmacy and had asked the manager that she really wanted to work in the pharmacy. Now, pharmacy is something that's in the medical field. So she would still be at Publix, but doing something in the medical field, which is what she studied for, where there's more room for improvement, more money, more everything. So I'm glad she found that correlation. And I had told her about it before, but it is sometimes hard to get into pharmacy because pharmacy requires 2-3 techs, and that's it. Customer service requires 20 people, but bagging requires 30 people. Cashiering requires like a lot more people. The front end requires a lot of people, and it's always switching out. Pharmacy is like 3 techs and that's it. So you're either in and you're in, or you're out and you're not in. So and I guess, you know, even though I had expressed it to her and she knew that we weren't really like looking, I guess, for techs in the pharmacy, she still went to go voice her interest. And I think that is the #1 thing. Like, always voice your interest. It doesn't matter if no one's hiring. It doesn't matter if they said that, you know, you're not gonna get a call back or whatever. Like, still follow up, still show persistence. Like, to me, consistency and persistence is key to everything. So she went and she voiced her interest, and she's a full-time employee, and she actually told the pharmacist, she was like, I know I'm full-time, but I'm willing to demote myself to part-time if it means that I would get hours in the pharmacy. That is absolutely everything to me. You're willing to demote yourself, okay? Demote, lose obviously money because you're not gonna be working as many hours, stuff like that, just so that you can get into something that you know is gonna probably benefit you in the future. Because guess what? If you become a pharmacist, if you become a full-time pharmacy tech team leader, stuff like that, you're making more money, you're doing something you actually like to do. I was just so proud of her to hear those words. I wish I would have had the time to go tell her how proud I was of her, because I just think that you don't see that every day. And that's kind of like the little story that motivated me to come do this video, because I wanted to let y'all know, don't get comfortable, okay? People do the biggest mistake when they get too comfortable, okay? You mess up when you get too comfortable, because if you get comfortable in your relationship, you cheat, bruh. If you get comfortable in your work, you get tired and bored and you don't want to go back to that work. You need to be on your toes. You need to be switching up. You know how many times I've thought of like switching jobs just because I didn't want to get too comfortable, but I will be losing a good company if I did that. So what I did is switch departments, and then what I did was work another job on the side just because I like to switch it up. You don't catch me doing the same things. I've been in Publix for 3 years. I definitely have a big amount of loyalty towards Publix because I'm a person who gets bored very easily, but it's because they've been good by me also. So it's kind of like a mutual thing. And like I said, even though yes, it's Publix, it's the same company, I'm always doing something different. You don't see me in the same place you left me. You don't. I could be cashiering one day, a bagger another day, pharmacy another day. People see me in the bakery, people see me in produce. I mean, people have seen me in different departments. I'm always doing something, okay? And I always make it fun for myself. So that's the #1 thing you need to do. And like I said, if you don't want to be what was I about to say? And like I said, if y'all don't mind, you know, just being a cashier for the rest of your life, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And Publix is a great company, like one of the best companies actually, for you to like have not gone to college and want to retire with the company. And they do great by you. Honestly, they do, okay? And I've had my fair share of problems at Publix, so I'm not even just trying to defend them, but I'm just like speaking the facts. But the other fact remains, especially if you're like in school like me, or you're a teen, young like me, stuff like that. I also get y'all's point. Like, y'all got bigger dreams than to just work in a grocery store. Some of y'all want to be your own boss. Some of y'all want to open your own business. And y'all can still do that and work at Publix for sure, 100%. But, you know, it's just these things to take into consideration. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.